Hello again one and all, GLL back for yet another video, exposing more bullshit in the video game community with this latest video about FAVYN and is it good when games go back to their roots? Okay, so within 8 seconds of this video, he's talking shit. So let's roll the footage, let's see exactly what I'm talking about.
Resident Evil 7, Call of Duty World War II, Doom. These are just a handful of games in recent years that have made a conscious effort to go back to their roots. With
8 seconds. 8 seconds. They've made a conscious effort to go back to their roots. Let that sink in for a second.
RE7 refocusing itself as a survival horror experience, the genre it popularized. COD World War II going back to the setting where it all began and once again featuring classic boots on the ground gameplay. And Doom, a game that literally scrapped years worth of development, opting instead to restart from the ground up as a game that went back to its roots. Roots that Marty Stratton, executive producer at id Software, described as a game about killing demons, big effing guns, and moving really fast. But is this a good thing? Is it good?
Not one single one of them games has gone back to its roots. Not a single one. I can debunk all 3 of those games easily. So what are you talking about? How have any of them games gone back to their roots? How have any of them? Why do people fall for this marketing BS? This hyped garbage? Why are they so fucking dumb? Most of the people that play all these games now weren't even fucking born when these games were old as balls. How many people have even played the original Doom that are even watching this video or FAVYN's video? How many people have played the original Resident Evil on the fucking PS1? How many of them have played Call of Duty fucking 1 and Call of Duty fucking 2 and 3? Nobody. Nobody has. It's fucking embarrassing, man. It's going to take some old fucker like me to come out and say bullshit and call bullshit. Okay? FAVYN probably never even played Call of Duty 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, I didn't play Call of Duty 1. Hands up. Never played it. But 2 and 3 on the 360, that's another story. I know a lot about those games. And I've just recently gone back and confirmed all this shit. Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go to Resident Evil first, because this is particularly interesting. Resident Evil fucking 7. Are you actually going there? This is not a classic Resident Evil game. Everybody knows what a classic Resident Evil game entails. Going back to its roots would be like Resident Evil 1 and all that fucking shit. You'd have fixed camera angles. You'd have shitty inventory menus. You'd have all the bullshit that Resident Evil's known for. Mixing herbs to get health. Having to burn bodies and shit like that to stop the enemies from coming back. This is just well-known shit, okay? I haven't even fucking played that much of the fucking game. Okay, I don't even own the game. But I know what Resident Evil is about. And Resident Evil 7 is not a classic Resident Evil game. It's not gone back to its roots. Oh, it's more survival horror than fucking Resident Evil 5 and 6. What? What are you talking about? These games are 10 a penny on fucking Steam. These are them stupid reaction fucking jump scare fucking games. There's hundreds of them. There's fucking hundreds of them. They're all over fucking Steam. You can get them for like 10 a penny. There's hundreds of them. Absolutely hundreds of them. I don't even know what all of them are called. I just know there's hundreds of them. How many fucking people do you see like, I don't know, Angry Joe or fucking PewDiePie or whoever the fuck playing games where it just give you jump scares and then overreacting to everything like, oh shit, there's a zombie, ah! We've seen this a million times. This is nothing new. This is copying the trend of everything else that's going on right now in the world of gaming. It's not going back to its fucking roots. What? How is this a classic Resident Evil game? That is so stupid. What is he even talking about? Really? Okay, his next example, Call of Duty. What is he talking about? Call of Duty World at War. World at War, there you go, see? That's how fucked my head is. Call of Duty World War 2. Are you fucking kidding me? That game is a classic Call of Duty game? That game is going back to its fucking roots? What, because they reskinned it in World War II graphics? It's the same gameplay, rechurned out over and over again. Since Call of Duty 4. Nothing has changed since Call of Duty 4. You've got your perks. You've got your abilities. All that garbage. You've got the fucking sprint in it. I mean, Call of Duty 2 and 3 didn't even have sprint. Well, Call of Duty 3 did have sprint in the multiplayer, but Call of Duty 2 and 1, they didn't even have sprint in the multiplayer. And Call of Duty 3 didn't have sprint in the campaign. But this is classic gameplay. When FAVYN's channel is basically built around that video he made fucking years ago about how sprint killed Halo, and his whole opinion on sprint is that it killed Halo, yet Call of Duty goes back to its roots when it includes sprint, a mechanic that was not included in the original Call of Duty 1 and 2. So how is it going back to its roots, its classic gameplay? Call of Duty 1, 2 and 3 didn't have perks. They didn't have perks. And they most certainly didn't have fucking loot boxes and shit, because that wasn't even in Call of Duty 4 and fucking Call of Duty fucking World at War, any of that shit. So how has it gone back to its roots? It's a reskin of fucking Infinite Warfare. It's the same shit. Oh, we haven't got jetpacks. It's a classic game. It's boots on the ground. It's the same gameplay with a skin over it. It's just set in a different era. It's not fucking classic gameplay. It's not the gameplay from 2005. From Call of Duty 2. Then you could say, yeah, there's no sprint. Yeah, there's no picks. Yeah, there's no fucking loot boxes. What does Call of Duty do to make itself like it was at 2005? Nothing. It's a reskin. What are you talking about? That's 2 down.
Marty Stratton, executive producer at id Software, described as a game about killing demons, big effing guns, and moving really fast. But
that describes any first-person shooter. So Doom. That describes any first-person shooter. What's Halo about? About running around, killing aliens, and big fucking guns. It's not though, is it? Halo 5 is not the same. Doom 4, or Doom, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not a classic Doom game, and it never will be. Granted, this one out of the 3 is probably more of a classic game, but it hasn't gone back to being a classic game. Where was the Doom game that we had that had regenerating health? It doesn't exist. There's never been one. So they didn't go to regenerating health to come back to health packs and health stations, because they never went away from health packs and health stations. So they didn't even do that with Quake 4, which was the last id game that's like a classic-ish game. I don't know about Wolfenstein. I haven't played that garbage, but you get the idea. Okay? Doom and Quake are like fucking blood brothers, okay? And neither one of those games has had regenerating health. So they didn't go back to their roots with this game because they never left them. The only thing they did with this game is add clamber and add over-the-top fucking melee combat. And then in multiplayer they added like loadouts and shit from newer games that wasn't in Doom before. Like, you know, loadouts and different ways to skin your weapons and a season pass. And they added the ability to transform into giant fucking monsters. When was that in Doom originally? Refresh my memory. How is it a classic fucking game? All 3 of these games are not classic games. They're not going back to their roots. Doom is more of a classic game because it never left its roots as much as the other ones did regarding the campaign. The multiplayer is a different story. Okay, it's not a classic game. Clambering is not supposed to be in Doom. Sorry, doesn't make sense. I know what you're talking about. You don't add clamber to a game and then be like, yep, that's its roots. Well, it wasn't in the game originally, so how is its roots? So let's reiterate. Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Resident Evil, the one that everybody plays on VR because everybody's retarded, apparently. It's a jump scare game that a tenner penny on Steam. It's not a classic Resident Evil game. It's not even a game like Resident Evil 4, so where you can say like, oh, well, it's not classic in the sense that it's going back to its roots all the way back to the beginning, but it's like going back to like Resident Evil 4 style. No, it's not even doing that. It's a jump scare game that a tenner penny. It's like The Evil Within or some shit. It's not Resident Evil. And then Call of Duty? Seriously? Do we even need to go with Call of Duty? Is everybody that retarded they can't see they just reskin the game? And they do this every year? And they reskin it? And it's the same game over and over since Call of Duty 4? It's just reskinned. Okay, I jump packs. Okay. Well done. Okay, we get it. There's a couple of new abilities. But it's the same exact gameplay. It's the same shit. Perks. Abilities. Call of Duty. It's the same. It hasn't changed. And it hasn't gone back to its roots because Call of Duty 2 and 3, well, Call of Duty 2 didn't have fucking sprint in multiplayer. And Call of Duty 2 and 3 and... What? Press left thumbstick in Call of Duty 2 and 3. Go on and buy Call of Duty 2 and 3. Go and buy them. And press left thumbstick in the campaign. What'd you get? Binoculars. Binoculars! Where are the binoculars in Call of Duty World War 2? Where are they? I bet they're not on the thumbstick. They might be on the fucking D-pad because I haven't played the fucking game because I'm not going to buy the same game every year when it's just reskinned. I'm not an idiot. Fuck me. And Doom? What's so great about Doom? It's not going back to its fucking roots. The only things that are classic about Doom is stuff that they never even changed in the beginning. It's not that we're talking about Duke Nukem here, where they added regenerating health, and now they're going back to normal health, which I don't even like fucking health packs and shit. It just ruins the game for me. Okay, it's not so bad in a game like Halo where you've got shields and health packs. Okay, that's fair enough. But when you've just got health and you're like down to like 1% and you can't find health anywhere, shit gets fucking annoying. It does. So what's so great about, oh, we have to get health packs and health stations and shit? Doesn't appeal to me. But that is classic gameplay. That is what a classic gameplay would be, is that you have health like that in Doom, because that is what they've always done. Always done. It hasn't ever changed. So they didn't go back to it because it was always there. But then they add clamber. They add over-the-top animations where you kill things. That's not classic gameplay. I don't know how I can how you can say with a straight face. And then the developer, honestly, the developer saying that, oh, we're taking it back to its roots. It's all a marketing ploy. It's so dumb. People fall for this crap. Oh, yeah, it's the best fucking game ever. It's going back to its roots. Yeah, it's the same fucking game reskin. Thank you. See you next year. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. That's enough. That's enough of the video. I ain't watching 12 minutes of this crap when you can't even get the basis of the facts right in the first fucking 30 seconds of the video. Really? Come on, man. None of these games have gone back to their roots. So how is there any examples of this? And then we're going to get to the end of the video, which I haven't watched. And what it's going to say at the end is, well, surely Halo can do the same. When none of these games have actually fucking done what he's saying. Really? None of these games are good examples of this. Find some good examples of this. Find some. There isn't any. There isn't any. So we don't fucking know if it's a good idea or not, because no one's ever fucking done it. Whoa, fucking hell. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.